Good morning, everybody. Glad to see you here, all here with me. Depend where you're watching me from. Today, I want to talk about the tripatie. Yes, I want to talk about the tripatie and the final results from the tripartite committee. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you might be watching me from. Yeah, it is such a sad state of affairs. I believe most of you Sierra Leoneans are aware that the tripartite has ended and the results has been given to the rogue president, because according to the recommendation of the results, Samora Kamara won the election. Samora Kamara won the election by 57%. And Madabio stole the election. He never won the election. It is such a tragedy because this tells you that the people of Sierra Leone do not have voice. Your votes do not count. You do not matter. And it is sad. People are looking at their positions today, but they fail to realize that there is a bigger damaging picture that the Sierra Leoneans have to face. It is sad for democracy to have been killed the way in which it was killed in Sierra Leone, all because of greed. It is left with the people of Sierra Leone to take over their country. It is left with Sierra Leoneans to realize that democracy is no longer existing, which is sad. And it is a disgrace for the APC as the only surviving political party to have sold out the people of Sierra Leone for pittance. Because that is exactly what happened. The APC, the entire APC, sold out the Sierra Leonean people for pittance. But the people of Sierra Leone lost. The people of Sierra Leone, your votes do not count. Your decision do not count. Your voice do not count. Sierra Leoneans should be mourning. Because what is ahead is dangerous to the ordinary Sierra Leoneans. It is a pity that the father of democracy has killed democracy in our beloved country. It is now a shame to be born as a Sierra Leonean. It is now a disgrace to be called a Sierra Leonean because we have lost our place in this world, all because of a rogue president. I can remember when I was telling some people about what was happening in Black Johnson, some of you guys were insulting me. Now we are having it all over. Even Lake Sonfo is gone. All our country's heritage is gone. Our assets as Sierra Leoneans is all gone. Instead of us being on the pedestal, we are going down the drain. When we look at our neighbors, we see development cracking. But when we look at ourselves, we see immature people enriching themselves. When you look at some of these reports, you ask yourself, what is really going on in our beloved country? But again, it is a pity to be called a Sierra Leonean at this time. Each and every household in Sierra Leone is suffering from the bunch. And they will continue to suffer because they have no voice. Whereas Kenya rose up because of taxes, Sierra Leone were accepting taxes because you have no voice. Even your votes do not matter. When you look at the judiciary, you saw the election, you know, you the Sierra Leoneans, you are in for a pit of hell. It is far worse than it was 10 years ago. Even with the economy, even with the global everything, Sierra Leone is worse now than it was 10 years ago. It is now a pity to be called a Sierra Leonean. Because even your government does not recognize your voice, neither your votes. Whereas others are excelling, we are deteriorating. I wonder what might happen. Maybe in the next 3-6 months, they will close every churches because there will be Bondo society coming. Like what we saw in Kenema. Maybe in the next 1 year, if you do not belong to certain tribe or culture, you will not be allowed to move into certain areas. If the people of Sierra Leone has taken it now, they are in for the worst because your votes do not count. Anything can be thrown at you. But the people of Sierra Leone lost. The people of Sierra Leone are losers. They took their time and decided who they wanted. But a rogue president deprived them of their civil rights. Sierra Leoneans should be mourning. I know you will not share this, but I want each and every one of you to please share and tag somebody because the truth hurts. It pains us in the diaspora more than how it pains those who are at home. Because we in the diaspora, we feel the bunch. We feel the pain. We know that our votes do matter here. We know our voices do matter here. Today, I am in real solidarity with Lady Mahawa. who was murdered in cold blood just because she chose to be affiliated with a political party. Today, I stand to mourn with Evangelist Samson, whose life was cut short because of a rogue president. Today, I stand in solidarity with every Sierra Leoneans who lost their lives only for Madabio, a rogue president, to deprive the people of Sierra Leone their civil rights. Sierra Leoneans are mourning. The father of democracy has turned our country into a heathen. Now we do not even worth being called the Athens of West Africa anymore. Now the people do not even matter. 8 million people. 8 million people. 8 million people. But the tripatie says Madabio never won the election. But this is a bad precedent for going forward. This is a bad precedent for the people of Sierra Leone. This is a bad precedent for our next generation. No wonder they come out every day and give you lies. Now you only need to be affiliated with the power there is to be recognized, to show your talent, to contribute to society. Sierra Leoneans, 8 million people. 8 million people lost. 8 million people lost to a rogue president who murdered his people all throughout his term. To a rogue president who murdered his people and keep on murdering his people. To a rogue president who brought drugs into society to destroy the human capital that he claimed to want to protect. Sierra Leoneans, this is sad. Sierra Leoneans, this is heartrending. Sierra Leoneans, how are we going to represent in the world when, since this president came into office, members of our military forces who used to go on United Nations missions, they've all been let down because we have lost our value as the Athens of West Africa. It is left to you. It is left to me. It is left to every one of us to regain and retake our country back. Because if we keep on going like this, it is going to get worse and it is never going to get better. Democracy has failed the people. The father of democracy has become the father of lies. The father of democracy has turned our country into a money-making machine for his co-hosts and friends. Whereas the poor masses are suffering. And we in the diaspora, we suffer more than them, because we have to put in extra time. Some people could not even go for vacation, because when they think about their brothers, their sisters back home, they prefer to send that money for their families to live a better life than going on vacation and enjoying their lives. But that is the real truth that we are facing. And the saddest part is, with what is going on, so if it does not stop, we are going to a one-party state. And that is where we are. Virtually, that is where we are. 38 members of the Bio family in the government, from ambassadorship to director of these 38 members. And that 38 members have their own 38 very close people. We see money going for projects that should benefit the average Sierra Leoneans. But all of that are in somebody's pocket. Not a single one of them have an industry where they support the poor people. They only know them when they want to use them for election. And some of you want to compare yourself with Davido. When Davido's father, Davido's grandfather, all of them invested. But our people, we don't know about investments. We know about buying house in America that we could not pay taxes on. At the end of the day, the government take lien on the houses. Marry women in America. At the end of the day, after they foolish all their money, they go back home. Bring their children here, useless life. They go back home. But the people of Sierra Leone, we have lost to a rogue president. The people of Sierra Leone has lost to a murderer. The people of Sierra Leone has lost our value as a nation, because the international world is watching at us. And again, Madabio never won the election, and he will go again down in history as the most killer president that we ever had. He will go down again in history as a rogue president who stole the vote of the people. And his wife will go out as the richest first lady. She and her entire family, who have traveled the entire world in private jets, whereas the average man does not have anything to eat. It is left with you. It is left with me. It is left with the 8 million Sierra Leoneans. It is your time. Because this is a slap on the face, and this is a blatant insult to our civil rights. Because we never voted for Madabio. He stole the election and he killed the people. And I hope the blood of Nosmahawa haunts him till he reaches his grave. But Sierra Leoneans, we should be mourning, because the tripatie told us that Madabio never won the election. And because he never won the election, he stole our votes. And that means our votes do not matter. And that means our votes do not matter. Is that what democracy is about? It is left with you, the 8 million people. It is left with you. You are 8 million. It even tells you that the APC, as they are not even good for you, the people, because they should have stood up for you, the people. But when all of them go to Madabio and beg, they sold your rights, they sold your dignity, they sold the green, white, and blue for their selfish pockets, for their selfish aim. They do not care about you. They do not care about you. They only care about their pockets. They only care about their family. They only care about themselves. When you look around you, do you know how many young people are dying every day? Because they bought in the drugs to incapacitate you, whereas their children are enjoying the benefits that you people are supposed to be enjoying. But it is left with you. Sierra Leoneans are mourning. Sierra Leoneans are crying. Our civil rights have been hijacked from our hands. Our democracy has been hijacked from our hands. And our country has become a toy. Our country has become a toy, whereas democracy is flourishing in other parts of the world. Our country has become a disgrace to democracy, to the point that even our voices do not matter. Today is a sad day. Yesterday, I could not even, when I was doing some research, and when I read some of the reports, democracy, democracy, democracy. No, we are heading to dictatorship. And that is where we are now. We are heading to dictatorship. It simply means election does not matter anymore. That is exactly what it means. And if election doesn't matter anymore, that simply means the voice of the people is no longer important. Today is the 3rd of July. I just welcome you all to my YouTube channel. For those of you, my YouTube family, I do have subscription. I do hope you subscribe. And again, if you want to subscribe, do a monthly subscription. I do have it on my YouTube channel. I will appreciate if you can subscribe to me on my YouTube channel. Kasada Kitchen, the brand. My people, I do have subscription here too. If you want to subscribe, you want to subscribe $10, $20, $30 for every month, you can do so. I do have it here. And rather fortunately, I don't have anybody subscribing to me. So I'll appreciate if I can have new subscribers. Kasada Kitchen. You know I have 2 pages, right? I have Kasada Kitchen, the brand. I have Kasada Kitchen. And I'm using both of them right now. The message goes to both of you. The message goes to all of you. Oh, thank you for the stars. Thank you for the stars. And at the same time, I'm asking you, please, will you please share? Not only share, will you please tell your friends? The truth is a bitter pill. I did not come for long. My heart is heavy because our votes, our rights were trampled upon. And I am just thinking about the repercussion. And don't be surprised if Gentle Kamara be the next mayor of Freetown. Because what I'm saying is that we are leading to anything can happen in Sierra Leone. You understand? It is sad, But that's the truth. We're praying that we have a Redeemer who will redeem us from this menace that we're in. I pray that we have a Redeemer who will redeem us from this bondage that the people of Sierra Leone are in, because we're in bondage. Again, please do not forget to give me stars. If you accept my message, it relates to you, and you know that this is the truth, do not look at the barking dogs, because the truth will set us free. But again, Sierra Leone, Sierra Leoneans, if the people of Kenya can rise for their votes, if the people of Kenya can arise and get changes, I see no reason why the people of Sierra Leone should sit and allow a rogue president to come and destroy their beloved land that he never worked on. That all they came for is to steal, destroy, maim. I swear to God, una don't go look in Guma Valley. Una see Guma Valley there 2-3 days there. First of all, some of una waiting at the diaspora. Make a show una how una they go, una able for watch your lens in the day. Once you get an internet, you they go na Google Map. Okay? Get a good internet, you go Google Map. You Google Guma Valley, Sierra Leone, Freetown, Sierra Leone. It they give you the aerial side. They make you see them, bang, bang, bang with your eye. Google them. When you look them, and that Google, you're able for turn them. It show you all side. And I know that I may be teaching that this the last time, right? Go now, you Google. Yes, you Google Map. Go there. Then you Google Guma Valley, Sierra Leone. When it come up now, you map, you they cry. Because that place we forget thick. That place where forget shade. That place where for coal, they don't burn all the place. They don't build it, they don't build inside the Guma Valley. Yesterday, down that street, na they Mutuka. Now not most people in die yesterday inside the Mutuka. Because what you do, they just the bill. They don't even care about you. They don't care about me. So man, we know one day, you know, Sabi of Freetown they say. You know one, I don't say Sierra Leone Freetown. You know Sabi Freetown, but I they build big goes. Who the road self where you get for go, you know get road self for go for outside the build, but now they big goes. It left a village where it come out. Waiting do we get a rogue government we not care about the people. The next disaster, it go worse past this one we would on cancel. But again today, me reason for can't talk to una there. Now for tell una say the people of Salone now we losses. Now for can't tell una say una vote not matter again. Now for can't tell una say right now the one they go so now one party state. Now power anything when they say now ain't go be. And we're not surprised, oh, let them go just come one day, then pull on online and host them. They say Chinese and Japanese for can't take on a host. Because right now, nobody no get right again. Now, power. Even you vote, even the constitution says, you no get right, you no get, you no matter again. Even with passports, don't matter again. Because who died to go bluff? Una no get una chief man president. When me the Allah say, in a father of democracy, could not even listen to waiting people they say. Sierra Leonean for the cry by now. And again, can a mama intend a love cease towards the pikin we born? No. Mama intend a love. You know the cease for him pikin we born. And that make I put them up. Level and no say mama intend a love. You know the cease for him pikin we born. I love on all, and my name, na Daphne, Maximilian, Christiana Pratt. Na me get the game. I love on all, and I'm out.